Hey, what's going on out there? This is Jacob Barnhill, the Barnhill team with eXp Realty. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 ways that we can buy and sell a home if you guys have one that you need to list and you need to buy. I know it's a competitive marketplace. We got some options for you guys I think you'll really be excited about. Let's dive right in. Number 1, obviously, sell first. Look, I get it. Nobody wants to be homeless and nobody wants to have double payments, right? But these are options, right? If it works out, only if it works out for your given situation. And there's a couple things that I would want to have figured out. So if we're going to sell first, I've worked with clients that moved into a property, lived with mom and dad, rented something else, right? And they had somewhere else to go. And the benefits of that is now we possibly could be sitting on a lot of cash. Also, we're not contingent on selling anything, which also improves our offer. This is not the only way to do it, but it is definitely a viable option. So to recap that, we sell the first property, the one that we're living in, and we find another place to go. The benefit is that we don't have another one to sell. It gives us a more favorable offer. Possibly, depending on the equity we had in the home, is we have a cash or an all cash offer that we could put on the next home, which also increases our strength of our offer. All right. So number 2, buy first. Now, obviously, we don't want to still have this extra property and we're paying 2 mortgages, right? There's 2 things that I want to have figured out. Complete confidence that we're going to be able to sell the first one and have a backup plan and rent the property if for some reason we have a plan hammered out that we would want to do that. Now, that's not everybody's cup of tea. I totally get that. However, I'm only sharing options. These are some things that you guys can think about as viable options for us to be looking at as we're doing this. Now, the first 2 are not my favorite to do and usually are not the client's favorite things to do. Most of the time, I would say 99% of the time or more, what we're doing is we're working contingencies into the deal and we're still finding other ways to have strength in our offer. All right. And the order of the process with contingencies, or I'll start first actually with how contingencies work and what they are. So a contingency says, I'm selling this property, and when your buyer puts an offer on this property that you're living in, you're setting the expectation, hey, we might not close on time and you need to be okay with that because we've got to be flexible to find that buy transaction, right? And with this contingency, we're not going to sell you this property, Mr. Buyer, until we actually find one too. And we're setting that expectation up front. Right now, buyers can't find a lot of stuff. I always tell sellers in this market, you got the power to start. We were even doing this before there was a lot of competition in the marketplace and it was weighted heavily in the seller's favor. And this works beautifully all the time. We've done this 100% without fail with most of our clients. So then on the buy side, right, we have another contingency that says, all right, seller, for the property that we're buying, we're not going to buy this property and we're contingent on this one selling. Okay. And these 2 properties now get locked in together. And if we need to move the closing date with the seller, the one you're selling, to match the one that we're buying, we will do that as well. And these 2 will move together and we're swapping keys on one day and our team will make sure everything's prepared so that we can make that seamless transaction. All right. So that's just a couple options that we have. I got a couple bonus ones for you guys to check out as well. There's a company called Ribbon. All right. Ribbon will actually, if you can get pre-qualified up front, will give you cash to go buy a home, move into it, and then sell your property. There's obviously some pieces we talked about, some things we want to get in order and build some confidence in the sale of the one that we're trying to sell. But this is a great option to improve our offer situation and not have a contingency, right? So kind of getting some best of both worlds there. Express Offers is an iBuyer platform that we're certified in with our brokerage. And the benefit of Express Offers is you can get a cash offer on your home. And depending on your home, where it's at, the type of home and the work, we've seen offers very close to full market value. And obviously we've seen ones that were much lower. And depending on the property, they may need to flip that property. And sometimes they want to rent the property. And it really just depends. But the cool thing about Express Offers is it's not just one buyer. You look at these other iBuyer platforms and they're the buyer. and they have their own acquisitions team. Well, the cool thing with Express Offers is they certify agents through eXp Realty to be able to represent the sellers, to walk them through the process, and we have multiple buyers that they've pulled into. eXp has pulled in to the to get certified as buyers. They have to be big buyers. They have to be selling or buying 20 or more a year, and there's a bunch of other pre-qualifiers that they have to have. So we have big buyers, and we have lots of buyers, not just one buyer. So it's a really cool option to see. Does a cash offer work? Does that give us some flexibility on our timeline, being able to move out? That's another option we could plug into this whole process. Home Partners is another one. It's a rent-to-own program. It can be a little expensive, but the benefits of that, you're paying for a service essentially to do a rent-to-own program. And this could help certain people in certain situations. We're only providing options for people. But the benefits of Home Partners is that you can try a home out for 3 to 5 years, I think, is what they give you. And usually this is good for a buyer that maybe you're in a home that doesn't work for you anymore. You hate the stairs, you got bad knees, or some type of situation you need to get out of, really want to get out of, but you can't qualify for some reason for the next home. Home Partners could be that viable option. And then we could sell this one once you use Home Partners as a rent-to-own program. So they give you the rent agreement with the option to buy. There's actually 2 agreements with Home Partners, which makes it really cool. You don't ever have to buy the home if you didn't end up liking the neighborhood, the neighbors, the house, and there's no requirement that you have to buy the home. So you can kind of try it out. It's a viable option for people that need that kind of service. So, all right, Curbio is a company that actually doesn't operate in South Carolina, but we have options that are just like it with our contractors. And I mentioned Curbio because Curbio has a really nice website. You can go check out the FAQs and all of that stuff. We've built relationships with our contractors that don't have it all built out and explain it really well like Curbio does, but we can do the same thing that Curbio does. And it's a really cool option where the seller can fix up the property through Curbio and their contractors and list that property. And Curbio will fix it up if the seller sees that they could make more profit or the property maybe wouldn't sell, right, in its current condition or sell at a price that we would need. Curbio and their contractors will come in and fix up the property so we get full market value, right? And now we can get the money we need to actually be able to sell the property. So lots of options here, guys. Obviously, you know that you can reach out to us if you want to put an individual plan together. Obviously, we can once we tailor a plan to you, we can make sure that it's simple, it's laid out and detailed, and you guys understand the numbers in the process and the expectations in there. So if anybody would like that tailored plan, you know how to reach out to us, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next video and the next time we speak. Peace out. Hey guys, it's Jacob Barnhill. I just wanted to hop in real quick and ask you guys to do me a huge favor. If you guys like these videos and more people can see this stuff, you can hit the like button and share it. That would be great. Also, subscribe to the channel so you get more notifications so you can check this stuff out in the future if you liked what you see here. Also, there's going to be a bunch of links below if you want to go check out our workshops, our events. We're doing stuff for investors, agents alike. We're doing tons of stuff. If you guys are interested in a career, working with us in another way, I have all the links to our websites below. Click those. Love the help. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.